What's up, guys? Welcome, welcome, guys, to the New Age Wall Street STOCKcast. Usually we do on Sunday. I was going to say Sunday STOCKcast. On Monday, I guess you would call it now. So, welcome to the Monday STOCKcast, I guess you would say. I hope everyone had a great weekend. I hope everyone could hear me. Could everyone hear me? Can someone tell me? It's saying that it's registering my voice. I just want to make sure. Cool. I'm glad you guys like the countdown. Yeah, it gets me pretty pumped too. I love that song. That song is pretty sick. Um, I put it on whenever I'm on my bike, on my motorcycle, and before I know it, I look down and I'm going over 100, and I'm not even trying. It just gets me pumped up. So, um, awesome, guys. I'm glad you guys could hear. Welcome, everyone. If you guys could leave me a like before we get started, make sure you go and if you could share the video as well, the stream, with your friends, family, your grandma. Tell them to pull up. Bring a bring a bowl of popcorn, and we'll talk some stocks. We'll go over and get ready for the week, guys. Um, Futures, yeah, dude. I actually have them up right here. Already taking a look at the futures here. So, been paying attention to them since yesterday. So, but yeah, it looks like we're bouncing up here pretty nice, dude. So, we'll see what if anything happens, anything catastrophic happens, but futures are looking pretty good. Like I said, I hope everyone had a great long weekend. I know some people get really like upset about the market not being open on a Monday. I think as you mature, as you mature as a trader, you start to kind of look forward to those days off and needing to reset. Can you spend a little extra time with your friends, your family, your dog, whoever it is. I like it because it also allows me to catch up on some work as well. So I know that I always have a list of stuff that I have to get done, and I know that it allows me to get some stuff done to try to catch up. So um, awesome. Let me usually let's see if I don't get copyrighted. I'm gonna try to put some music right here. I bought a Amazon show, is I guess what it's called. So it's like because whenever sometimes when I trade, I like having music while I trade, but if I turn up the music, then it turns up the voice of Algo too, and then it's bad. So I wanted it kind of in the background. So I bought one of those Amazon show things, since they were on sale this weekend, and I'm pretty pumped to get it. So you hear me yelling at Alexa all the damn time now. So we'll just do this one right here. Ooh, and it put some Denzel Curry on there, bro. Like, see if Alberto watches this. How was everyone's weekend? Let's do this. What's up, guys? Cookouts, yeah, dude. That's what I said. I want to see everyone's. If you guys had barbecues, I want to see pictures of you guys' barbecues. I didn't get to. I don't have any friends or anything like that, so here that invite me to their cookouts. So I want to live vicariously through you guys. Send me your picnic photos and things. Yeah, dude, everything's doing pretty good, man. It was actually, like I said, a really good weekend. Friday night, Friday night, um, Friday night I went out with some friends. I went over to my friend that's a tattoo artist. Went over to his shop. We went out, rode the bikes. It was really nice once the sun went down. And then Saturday, um, got some work done and stuff that I needed to. Worked pretty much all day, and then yesterday I kind of relaxed more than anything. Still got some stuff done, and then more stuff around the house, cleaning up and stuff. And then today I had a couple things I had to do in the morning, and I went shopping. I told some of the guys on my in my room I was trying to get them sales this weekend. So I feel very mature that I'm waiting until stuff goes on sale instead of impulse buying shit. So I'm really proud that I'm finding them deals. So try to keep more of my money. Um, awesome guys. All right, let's go ahead and jump right into some tickers and things here. I'm not gonna keep you guys too long today, guys. Usually we go like for an hour, hour and a half on tickers. Usually we talk about a topic and get into some stuff about like something pressing for the week. Just a topic of discussion for educational purposes. But I'm not gonna keep you guys this week. I'll let you guys go hang out with your friends and family, especially you guys more on the West Coast and stuff. I know it's still daylight outside. I don't know about you guys. It's supposed to snow tomorrow here in Albuquerque, so it's supposed to we're supposed to lose like 30 degrees overnight, and it's supposed to snow. So uh, I don't know how that's gonna work. I have to go. Have to go. Um, Put the motorcycle away. I was actually telling the guys in my room that on Friday night, that was my first experience on the motorcycle where I had to run from a cop, and that was not fun because that was like a promise kind of made to myself. I kind of made to myself when I got it that I wouldn't run from the cop, but I got caught going 80 and like a 50 on accident, and I didn't see them. So snow tires for the bike. Yeah, we could put some studs in it. Something. I'll put like a snowboard on the for the front tire. It'd be a really good time. Yeah, the fire in California, man. The my uncle lives out there, so I have friends and family that live out there in California, and I see the pictures they're posting. 113 degrees, 115 degrees, dude. Hey, Mr. Oracle, what's up? Oh man, we got a whole party in here. I guess you guys didn't have nothing better to do, huh? All right. Yeah, the fires are horrible, man. I heard that one of the fires were actually the one near where my family's from. My family's from the Inland Empire in California. The one that's in Ucaipa, right near San Bernardino. That one was started by someone doing a gender reveal. It's freaking horrible, man. Like I just don't get it. Like some people, that's why some people shouldn't be allowed to procreate. So I mean, much less know the gender. I don't know. I'm really glad that right, like we had my son right before all the gender reveals, like party things started happening, like that whole like trend. Or else I don't know. I think it's silly. So, oh damn, it's 64 in Alaska and that's hot. 64 in Alaska. That's a good day here in Albuquerque, bro. If it's 64, so that's what they that's hot air balloon weather out here. Everyone goes out on the hot air balloons in the morning. All right, so let's look at some tickers here, guys. Real quick before we start going into over tickers and things like that. For you guys that are trading options, I really want to hammer on this and make it very, very clear from the get go is that on this short week, the theta is going to be really fucked up and the spreads, the liquidity is going to be really fucked up whenever you're trading this week. So make sure that you're, being like Santa Claus, checking once, checking twice, seeing if they're playing naughty or nice, and then take your trade, dude. So because on these short weeks, you will get fucked on. You could be right on a trade and it's moving in your direction in the favor, uh, that you want the ticker to move. But the theta and implied volatility, things like that, will get you a lot more on these short weeks. So it's more. I mean, if you don't have to trade, don't trade. So if you don't feel comfortable, you not 100%, or very very sure of yourself on the trade, you don't have to take the trade. Okay. So really want you guys, especially for the newer guys, if uh, I would hate to get to the end of the week and have to say I told you so, like, and they're like, well, oh yeah, this is what you're talking about. Well, yeah, like I told you on Monday not to do it. You know what I mean? So for the guys in my room that are in here watching, I uploaded the code for the MTF, so the multiple time frame squeeze code. So you can see it right here. I have it actually loaded right now. So you see monthly, weekly, 4 day, 3 day, 2 day, daily, 4 hour, 2 hour, whatever. This is actually too much right here. I'm probably gonna cut down mine, and you could cut down yours as well on, in the code and take out what you need and what you want. But you don't need necessarily all of them. I'll probably do like 1 minute, 5 minute, 1 minute, 3 minute, and 5 minute probably, since mostly what I do is intraday trade. But if you're, what's my thoughts on the SoftBank story? I just need their address so I could send them a thank you card for helping my position. So that's all I gotta say about the whole SoftBank thing. So that's the first thing. The first thing about the SoftBank thing. So I just need to send them a thank you card. I really appreciate it. Helping the flow and bumping up my trades. And if I ever have a startup, if I ever have something that I need financial backing for, I really want SoftBank to back me and be my investor and shit, because they do not care. They do not care who they fund. They don't care how they do it either. They blatantly just lay it all out there. They just so that's all I gotta say. I really don't care about them actually doing it or anything like that. I'm glad that it added to my positions to help me out when I needed it. So pretty cool. That was I appreciate you asking that. So yeah, so what I was saying is that I just wanted to show you guys in the room some of you guys were asking about the indicator. So it comes up as a label like this, and then when it's red, it means it's in squeeze. And now the 15-minute just popped off is in squeeze there for the futures here, the ES futures, and then so this will help a lot better to give you some confluence and conviction, because obviously, like, if you get squeezed on bigger time frames like a 5 or 3 minute, then the expansion should be a lot bigger as well, whenever it actually expands and moves out of that compression phase. So this should help you a little bit with conviction in your trades as well, if you want to keep it on your chart and keep it on there. The only thing is that I'm kind of getting to a point where I'm putting a lot of stuff on my charts all over again. So I started putting pivots on, and I started to do this. Gonna have to do some trimming on what I want and what I'm gonna keep here. As if you notice, I actually took off the fib levels here on this chart. So I think I may trade without those fibs this week. And then I'm also Charlie coded the new gap down smackdown stuff that we're beta testing, stuff like that. So I'll trade live with that this weekend and see how I'm able to use it, and then we'll go with there. How do you take some out? How do I take some of my indicators out? I just come in here and pick and choose what I do and don't want. Dude, if you guys haven't heard the song 2016 by Sam Hunt, you guys need to get on this here. This will make you call your ex and apologize for her cheating on you, bro. It's worse than some Drake songs. But yeah, so cleaned up my chart, taking off those lines here, because then I got some stuff that looks like this where there's lines all over the place, right? And then it add in the pivots, and it just makes a bunch of noise. So I think I'm going to leave those actually off this week. All right, cool. No, the TI. Oh, how do you take? So the MTF. So what you would do is you come in here where you would have to actually fuck with the code a little bit, dude. So where it actually shows where it actually shows the month, week, and all that. And so then you could, I guess it'd be hard for someone that doesn't really know what they're looking at. You see how it says the period for 3 days? So you're defining for 3 days price right here. You would take out this whole thing right here for 3 days, and then you go down to this bottom. This one's 2 days, and it keeps on going over and over. So this is 4 hours. You could take out this whole area. So if you don't know what you're doing, or you want me to do it, if you just want me to do like a code for 1, 3, and 5 minute or something, 1, 3, 5, 15 minute, then let me know, and I'll redo that one. I'll redo that. I'll redo it with just those ones in there if you want. All right. Uh, okay. All right. So as I could see, and I just took a look at these tickers here. I have one contract for over the weekend of Tesla, which was just it was more of a gamble in the lotto than anything from Friday. So I was gambling on them being included on the S&P. That news coming in over the weekend, they were saying that was going to come in Friday, and we also bounced up really nice right here on towards the the end of the day. We rode up here pretty nice. So I thought also it's still SSR tomorrow, I do believe. So the SSR is still on tomorrow. We could get a lot of people start squeezing a lot of shorts here um, with that SSR on too. So that's why I took that contract over the weekend. I believe I got like 450s, and I bought time. So those are like September 17th expirations. But then we got the news that they was discluded, and we're down here towards the 390 and under 400. So the thing is that we're kind of like in this middle of the range from this day, and then we're kind of holding. So the support was the 405-ish area right here, right? And we broke below that. So now we're here at this level. Whenever it comes up, that'll be where we want to get above is that 407, 405-ish area in order for us to continue going further, like Tuesday, Wednesday. So if we don't have any closes over 400, where it stays over 400 probably, I'll just cut my position on what I have for that one contract. And then if not, if we start going up, maybe I'll add and see if we get some momentum to keep on going up and we get that squeeze. So that's how I'll manage that position tomorrow. If you guys have tickers you guys want me to go over, put them in the chat, and then we'll go over them too. Uh, Everything else, guys, like Amazon, right? And then I played Zoom last week. I was really proud of the way I played Zoom. I got a big part of this move, so I missed the first day, but I milked the shit out of the second and third day here. And now we have this room where we could bounce and continue to go up to. So we pretty much half filled this gap here. If you take a look. So this is what we were looking at right here for us to fill this full gap in down to 310, 312 or so. And we didn't quite make it there. We bounced off of the 350 area. And we'll see if we could compress and hold the 350 and then run up. Or if the market continues to sell, which it doesn't look like it's going to, it may. But if it continues to sell, then we'll finish filling this gap right here down to probably about 300, and then we'll see where we go from there. Bitches love the gram, bro. My son says that, and he's 6. Um. So that's Zoom, and then the same thing with like Amazon. Yeah, I see you guys calling Amazon. Same thing here, guys. Where this, you can see where this was 1, 2, 3, and then it spikes above right here, 4th. So that was the major support area where it actually. So we did spike down to 3,200, right? But where we're actually holding around is in this area, this 3,250. So that's going to be our guide here of the 3,200 as well, and see if we could continue going up. So basically what I'm saying for everything right now is kind of in a weird, we close like in a weird area. So we'll have to see the way that the pre-market is in the morning to make a educated decision on what we're going to do. So right now there's not anything really that's set up 100% to where it's like, okay, I'm dead set where I want to take this tomorrow. So yeah, Netflix. I think someone had pointed that out. Yeah. So yeah, your cup, and then it kind of broke down a little bit further here. And the thing is it came in. It tested this 550, right? So this is what that we wanted was for it to come up and test that 550, and then we got some nice selling here on Netflix, especially the Thursday. I missed most of it, which sucked because I actually did get I actually called it right. and I didn't stay in the trade long enough. So, but other than that, it was showing strength. So we'll see. It's actually staying above 500. So I was really happy that it closed the day above 500 on Friday, because back in the past during this area, it was having that hard time where it didn't want to get above 500 and close there. So we'll see. I think it continues to go further up, and then I think on the flow algo, if I'm not mistaken, I heard a lot of flow coming in for this week on it. We could check it out real quick. Oh, while I'm pulling this up, guys, if you guys are not a member of the room, of the New Age Wall Street room, today is the absolute last day for you to sign up at the rates that it's at right now. So 179 for the year, or $74 for the month, and that will go up. So that will these are the last times it'll ever be like that. And last time I was doing like 129, I think, for the year, and I promised it would never go that low, and it hasn't. So um, we're filled up on the room pretty good. So we got a lot of value and a lot of awesome traders in the room. So we don't need a bunch of people and stuff. And I want really serious traders to come and hang out with us and trade with us. So not people looking for alerts, anything like that. It's loading, dude. Yeah, so here they are. There's 600 calls. So they're right here. You guys can see it, right? Yeah. Oh, then my picture's kind of in the way. So we go like that a little bit so you guys can see it right there. So you see in here these. So there's some 600, 600s for this week, and then there was four 545s, 550s, in here for this week. So a lot of flow. Trying to get Netflix to come back up at where they were already trying to buy that dip, I believe. So I really like that call on Netflix as well. Yeah. So um, AMD. Let's see. I got everyone. Amazon, AMD. Let's go over AMD. Yep. So I really like this. I think someone has a swing in my room for AMD, and same thing. The health support here in this area. I could even draw a line right here for you guys. So best line drawer this side of the Rio Grande. I always say. What the hell is up with my damn lines here? I wanted to draw a vertical line instead of horizontal line. So right there, and it's already trying to hold this $80 area from right here. So for it to hold, and then see if we could actually compress and go a little bit more sideways, and then go up. So get this MACD to point up, and the volatility to contract in this big time frame. So $100 is still going to be the magnet for it. It will get there. It's just how it will get there. So oh, what's it? So the Discord is so you can sign up on the website at newedgewallstreet.com if you want to join for a membership. You scroll all the way down to the bottom. The membership options are down there at the bottom. You could sign up right away. Awesome, dude. Yeah, it's pretty cool. The whole I nailed the SEO on Flow Algo. If you even Google Flow Algo, my videos come up. So it's pretty freaking cool. So and I've joked about it a couple times where I didn't even want to make that video. That video of the Flow Algo I made at like 2 in the morning, but I promised myself I had to get a video out. So um, God works in mysterious ways. So a lot of my members joined because of that. So um, yeah, Ronnie just signed up today. He got he's been here at the StockCast and the TJF streams a little bit, and he signed up today. What's up, man? Um, yeah, so that is AMD, and then Rye said Zoom. So we kind of went over Zoom just right now a little bit. So we have the whole number, the 350. Oh, I got a cool toy coming this weekend, guys. I'm excited for the TGI stream on Friday. So I'm getting like you know how they on the NFL live streamers or whatever, they have where they could draw on the screen, like on the replays and stuff like that. I'm gonna have that, but like for this, for the when I do the streams like this, so then I could draw on the screen instead of just like look like I have Tourette's, freaking going like this with the mouse all over the place and stuff. I could actually draw on the screen and stuff. So do I still use Bookmap? I do not personally have Bookmap. I don't personally have a subscription. My boy Pedro in the room, who's been with me since day one, he has Bookmap. He really likes it, um, but it's expensive. It's $200 and some a month, and it doesn't have the Arca book on it. So it's not an absolute necessity at my level. I don't necessarily need it, but it's definitely a very, very nice tool if you guys could take advantage of that. So, Gaby, is it Gaby or Gabby? Welcome. So yeah, here on Zoom, hold the 350 here, guys, is what I'm gonna want, and then see if we could start building a base here and some compression here. Start contracting off of this volatility that it has on this 4 hour chart. So start contracting to see if we could go the other way. So at least for a close on tomorrow, at least above this 381, 385ish level, and then maybe Wednesday we'll make a push here for this 400. If the market just doesn't absolutely go bonkers tomorrow, and go wild, right? What's up? What's up, bro? All right, and then a couple of people pointed out Apple. Um, so this one it's crazy. Like this is the one that here's my line right here in this area. I had these lines drawn from where I wanted it to come down to. I actually I think one day I played this to the downside, and this was my support that I was looking at, and you could see here my I'm telling you, the best line draw this side of the Rio Grande. Right here is where we have the support both days, and then it's pushed up here. So I think we're gonna range probably a little bit, is so because we have kind of this top right here at 122, the volume right here to 125. We're probably gonna range right here to 125 to 120 here for a little bit, guys. If we don't get like a clear direction on the market tomorrow or Wednesday, so we'll probably chop up here towards this 125 to 120 until we can make a decision which way we're gonna go. Apple has news tomorrow, giving iPhone 12 release date. Cool, dude. I don't think that'll necessarily be an event for Apple tomorrow, where the ticker goes crazy unless they announce something crazy that we weren't expecting. But I mean, we kind of expect an iPhone every September, holiday time, right? Yeah, Bookmap is beta testing at Thinkorswim. DAS is also beta testing at Thinkorswim, and I've heard that Blackbox is also partnering with Thinkorswim as well. So very, very cool stuff. Um, I just, I mean, I would hope that they would make Thinkorswim not crash before we add more shit to it, but that's just me. So all right, awesome. So we got Zoom, Apple, Tesla. We went over Amazon, and yeah. So that's exactly what I said. So 5G. I don't know, like even I was like I said, I did some shopping this weekend, and I was looking at the home assistants or whatever, the AIs, and it was like between the Google and the Alexa things pretty much. But like my stuff like that, right? I use my phone and stuff, and I wish they didn't wait years after they Alexa and Google or Amazon put stuff out for them to do it. So um, you know what I mean? So They just take forever to put out a product, and um, it's stupid. They have the HomePod right now, but it doesn't have a screen. It doesn't have any of that stuff or anything. So yeah. But yeah, we'll just go through some of the list here of tickers that I have. Let me take a look here. So James in my room, Mr. Odaki, he is getting really good at the charting, and he does a lot of work. While he's at work, this dude is whipping up steaks and burgers, and doing charting at the same time with one hand and flipping burgers with the right hand. Like, it's freaking nuts. He's how well he's doing with the charting. So, one that he pointed out. These aren't my calls, but I do agree with them. Is this WKHS? So we were looking at this since last week, and it did push up, and we put in this higher low. I think we even talked about making another higher low last weekend, and then we did. So now we have to get up here and actually break the resistance here at this 20-ish area on this WKHS to keep on going. So let's see if we could start building that trend to keep on going up on this WKHS. See if we get some catalyst or news this week for this. So this is a nice watch to keep here, and a nice trend where it's trying to form to break this top right here. So um, it's Tuesday in Norway. Oh yeah, hey buddy, I remember you here last weekend. Um, and then the other one was mRNA. So this is what we kind of showed in mRNA is right here. So this is what he brought. So we have this like kind of fib line right here, and then I need another drawing tool. So then like this, so we have this descending type um, pattern like this, right? So what we do believe should happen here is we compress along this $60, or we bounce off the $60, this 57-ish area, and then we bounce and then go up. So off of this mRNA and see if we get some vaccine news and stuff like that. Have I heard of Flux Algo? No, I never heard of Flux Algo. I just have Flow Algo. Flow Algo. So we partner with Blackbox. So if you sign up with my link with Blackbox, you get it for $79 instead of $99 for your first month. So you save 20%. And then we partner with TraderSync, which I honestly got the best deal for that. If you're a member, you get 40% off TraderSync, which I don't know if Charlie's still in here listening or not, but he could let you know. He was a little apprehensive about switching from TraderView to TraderSync, but I think TraderSync it's awesome, dude. I really freaking love it. And then Flow Algo. So obviously Flow Algo I do as well, and I really like Trader's Edge. I see a lot of people using Trader's Edge now, which is really cool if you're into playing like small caps and penny stocks and things like that. That's really really good resource for you to be able to use now for traders. I wish I had that when I was first coming up to be able to use. It's in the discount channel, Clay. If you scroll all the way to the top, I was actually trying to clear out most of the discount stuff because it's a lot of like, oh, where's the discount stuff from people talking in that channel. But it's supposed to just be those discount codes. If you scroll all the way to the top, it says Flow Algo, and the Flow Algo one, they're the ones that were most unwilling to work with us. It was just $25 for the first month. So $25 for 25 days is basically what it comes out to. And then if you don't use the code, it was like $37 for 14 days. So I tried my best, dude. I've even tried to update the discount code. Now that if you guys knew how much revenue I generate for them, it would make you guys sick. I mean, and I tried working it out more with them, and they don't respond to me. So under construction, it shouldn't be. Oh damn! I wonder what's going on with it. I'll have to fix it here once we get off of here. But yeah, so if you go to so my email is Cruz CRUZ um, at newedgewallstreet.com. Yeah, the Discord group for Black Box is really nice. They have a chat room. What the moderators are like real traders and stuff, which is pretty cool. They call out their trades in there too. So their chat is pretty cool on for Black Box. No, I don't. I wouldn't take NVDA. Yeah, we could go over that. Hey, what's up? Yeah, I had a great weekend, bro. Not yet, guys. I don't know what's going on with the website. I wonder why it's like that. But I'll get it fixed here right after the stockcast here. So then so we just went over Apple. So just real quick, just to go over here real quick. So this is my line that I'm looking at here on Apple right here, this 116-ish area. Um, I think that we're gonna start ranging from this 125 to 120 until we get something that happens, or maybe a bigger volatility day in the market for us to break. So that these are the areas that you want to be able to watch, is that 120 to 125. Probably going to range in between there for a little bit and see what exactly happens. But for the first part of this week, Tuesday, Wednesday or so, I do believe we get up to 125 as long as the market stays relatively up. Talk about my trade from Zoom. Yeah, we could do that, bro. Um, let me. So the first one, let's go over Nvidia here real quick. I just like blanked out, bro. Um, so Nvidia, same thing here, like almost an Apple. You can see these were the resistance. So the thing is that support and resistance always is old resistance, right, will turn into new support. So this was old resistance here in the area when it was coming up, right? So basically, you would have been able to see the chart as something like this. We didn't even know that this price action was going to happen, right? And then now it's actually came back and it's validated this 500 area now as support, the same area where it was resistance. So old resistance turns into new support, and then vice versa. Old support turns into new resistance as well. So you're able to use those interchangeably. So in this instance here, around in this area, this 493, 495 area, it's going to be your line where you want it to be, your NVIDIA to stay up. And this was nuts how much it sold that one day, but it was definitely well needed for it to come back. So I do believe that we start, maybe going a little sideways, compressing up, and then we go up. All of these tickers are almost like in the same little like in between area where it needs to either go one more day sideways or just put in just a nice up positive day in order for it to get momentum to keep on going. So we have to see the way we look in the morning for pre-market. If we gap up and if we start having a strong open on what's going to happen the rest of the day, and I apologize that I'm not telling you exactly what's going to happen, but we kind of got left on a cliffhanger on Friday, if that makes sense. Um, so that's where we're at right now. This week is a good buy the dip opportunity for long holds on shares tech wise. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Like if you're gonna hold something or you wanted to get in on something, everything's on sale. This is your Labor Day sale on the market, bro. Yeah, Black Box, Flow Algo, definitely helped out. If you guys right at the top, like on the the 358 or 348, we were looking at a few puts that were helping me out here. Yeah, this 358 right at the open in this area on SPY. So this was on Thursday, and that's what helped me stay convicted on my Zoom trade and help me out as well as those puts that started coming in. There was 355s or something like that, and there were some pretty good big players that were betting on the pullback. Yeah, Black Box, dude, I really fuck with Black Box, man. I really like them. They're straight from Dallas. They actually have someone that answers the damn phone when I call. I work specifically with Rachel, so if you guys ever call, ask for Rachel, tell her I told you guys to give her a hard time, and they always get back with me with an answer and stuff, and are willing to help. I think the other guy, David, I think he's part owner or higher up in the company somehow, but he's always helping me directly, and I really like them, dude. I just like the AI of Flow Algo, and I've already told them if you could put the AI in there. So um, we'll see. So that's that. That's for Black Box, bro. So that's for Black Box that they're like that. That's actually part of the reason I'm moving to Dallas is to do more business with them. I want to be able to do like some seminars and educational stuff with them, which I think would be absolutely awesome to be able to team up with them and have them right down the street for me. Literally from my place where I live in Dallas to where their office is probably about 15 minutes. So it'll be really cool if we could get together and team up a lot more once I'm out there. Um, like I said, Flowago is just a lot easier to use than the AI on it. Tiffany, I can't leave her hanging. I gotta give her a job, so she's part of the team. Um, let's see. Okay, go over my trade from Zoom. Let's do this, dude. Let's watch. Let's see if this works. One second. Did the live stream go away? It shouldn't have. I'm trying to fix it here, guys. I'm trying to set it up so I can show you. All right. So this is the way that Zoom looked actually on that day. So this is on the on demand. So this is the way that we woke up and we saw um, that and we saw Zoom on Thursday, right? So this is at 9:15 9:15 a.m. All right. So basically, what we're looking here is when we come into this, we'll use this 5 minute, and we'll see if it loads. It better freaking load. Um, I'll show you. Um, I don't know if it's gonna pull up or not. This the Tootsie Slide. My son dances this song, bro. He's actually really good at it. My son loves TikTok, so he's really good at this dance. yeah, the this Zoom trade is I came in the morning. I wish I would have recorded it, Josh. I came in the morning and I said, "This is exactly what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm looking for." I got stopped out the first time, so I swung and missed the first time, right at the pitch. But I hit the volume profile. Yeah, the volume profile. That I do like it. I don't, but it's not loading right now. So let's do it. Let's do it like this. See if I get rid of that other screen and it'll just do it right here. Yeah, I won't. I'm trying to show it to you the way that I saw it on Thursday, so it makes sense. What to you guys on what to look for, and this Thinkorswim. Well, I don't know what's going on with it, dude. So, anyways, I'll try to show you right here. Let me see. Yeah, this is the 5 minute chart. So, oh yeah, this is actually how it looks. So at this time, so let's just do it like this. Let me make this bigger. Right. So this is Zoom on the day that that I was gonna trade it. Right. So this is actually Tuesday. This was Wednesday, and then this is pre-market Thursday. So right. So what I'm looking at is you have this line right here in this area where you see where I drew this line in this area right here. Um, that's your neckline. So that's what a lot of people refer to as a neckline. Is that's your line of demarcation right there, where there's no going back. There's no more. Uh, there's no more. What would you say? Like room for a thesis that this is going to continue to go running up, at least from the previous run. And this right here, this was really strong from the days prior, right? So it's a little bit hard to see, but obviously, you see below 300 all the way. We got in here into the earnings. I played it this day to the upside. Um, you can see where I put the line on the breakout and everything here. This is a really nice play where it broke out into earnings, and then obviously it just smashed earnings and it ran up, right? Then I waited for this to show this weakness because of the overreaction to earnings, and if we zoom out, then we got this little downside play right here. I didn't trade it this days, but what I was looking for was this neckline here in this area. You see where this volume was done. If it gets underneath this volume down here and it keeps on continue going further, there's no support in here because this was all all-time highs as it was coming up. So there's no support in here where anything is validated for it to actually come down and hold to. So what happens is whenever you use volume profile, so this is what I like to use for like macro type plays like this. Um, for conviction, is you'll get this type of oh, please load, please load, please load. No, you're not gonna load. I guess I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what's up with the Thinkorswim. It just sucks. So, but anyways, basically, I don't know if you guys know how the volume profile works. And what I'll do is I'll just show you without the on demand. Now that you kind of got the idea of what it was. Um, well, now it's not working at all. I guess it's down all the way now. I guess we broke it. Oh, there it goes. So this is what the excuse me, the this is what the volume profile looks. It's right here on the right hand side. So if you come over and you do it like on the 4 hour like we are doing, so what we basically had was just this part here from the top. So this part from the top where there's a high volume node here, but there was no volume. So right, you see right here how this is skinny, right? So where this is really skinny right here. So imagine that now that we have a couple of days where it did business down in this level where there's more volume nodes that came in. But imagine that this amount of volume all the way up here to this top. So there's no support. The way that volume profile works is the bigger the node, the more support there is. So like in this area where you see where all this volume was done in the past here at this 254, 255 area, if this ever came all the way back down, this would be a huge support area for it to come down to and actually hold. So where the price action is always going to be attracted to the place where it does the most volume and the most action at. So what I was looking at here, whenever this came up, we had a little bit of volume here from where it peaked out, and then it did its business there on Wednesday. But there was nothing down. If we broke this line here, or excuse me, the line was actually up here. Yeah, the 430, 434, I believe. If we broke that line there, then we have all this room to keep on coming down, right? So my what I was looking at was actually it was this one. So this one here. So if we broke this line here at this 400, then we could actually come all the way down to this line in this area, this 310. So I was looking at making about like, what is it, 90 points or something like that. Like really nice day, right? So really nice day. And then if 90 points on a $400 ticker, 25, 25%, 20% or something like that, it's a huge trade, right? So that was my basic thesis of the overall trade, was that there's no support here from the levels because where it ran up from, it never came back and validated any levels and pulled back, and there's no volume here for it to come back and retrace to. So the goal was for it to come all the way back to this level, right? So obviously we know the 50% retracement or whatever, it would come back and retest around in that area, and then we'd have to continue going further down, and it's actually holding right here in this area now, the 350, instead of it continue going down. So what I told my team was on Thursday, basically what we're looking at, this is our gap down smackdown setup. So we are looking at this week pre-market like this, right? So we already had the down day, right? The red day from Wednesday. Then we had the continuation after hours and pre-market. And so this lines up here for our gap down smackdown here, where we get a pop at the open and it holds, and then it continues to break the support, and it goes further down and you'll bounce, and this is where you could add and then continue further down. And man, this was so on Thursday I made like 23,000 on a Zoom, and then on Friday I made like an additional 7 to 8 or something like that. So now this is just what I was playing off of. Once it broke this neckline here, the 400, I felt really confident with it to stay with it once it broke the neckline for it to get down, because it's like jumping off a cliff, basically what the ticker did. So so that's what's happened there. And then if you look at the next day, this, if I was to go like this and screen print this, you wouldn't know the difference between Thursday and Friday and Wednesday and Thursday. So the same thing happened. It was the same exact setup where we had this week, little pre-market here. We did get a little bit of strength here into the pre-market, going up into the day. I wanted to risk up into the 400 area where it showed resistance here. So I was going to give it as much room as it needed, and then it started actually coming down. If you put the 1 minute here, it started coming down, and then there was a bounce. I think it was this one, this little bear flag right here. This is where I actually got in. So I didn't get as big of the move as I did on Thursday, hence the smaller P&L. But on this little like bounce up right here, I was able to catch it and then continue further down. And it was very, very nice trade. I was really proud of how I added, how I was patient for it, how everything lined up. I was really proud of how I played it. So does that make sense though on my theory and my thesis why I wanted to take that trade in order for it to come down? And then one thing I wanted to point out too as well is that whenever you're playing a trade, right, and you want it to go in a certain direction, don't fight the overall market. So if you take a look at like the SPY, right? So the SPY was what really actually helped me out on this trade is that the overall market was red, right? So this is Thursday. Um, this is Thursday, right? And then this is Thursday on Zoom. If the market would have been green, but the Zoom was showing relative weakness, it wouldn't have gone down as far as it did. And so, do I show my members how to get 23 in one day? I mean, we walked through the trade together. We held hands. Josh was in the same trade. He just didn't play as big as I did, but he took the same trade, and it was a pretty nice day for him, and relative to his account. But he took the same trade as me. So there's a few of us that took the trade, and we held hands and walked through it together. So so one thing I want to point out to you is when you're in a trade like this and you're trying to swing for the fence, right? So you're trying to swing for that, that big trade, is you want to keep track of the overall market. And because the SPY was weak here, this looks exactly the same. It looks exactly the same here. And as long as the SPY was selling off, I was okay. But if the SPY would have got here somewhere in the middle and then took off the other way, I would have just took my profit and let it be, and then let it go on its way. But I had that. This helps you give that conviction when the overall market is trending in the direction that your ticker that you're trading is as well, because everything then is weak, right? Yeah. So um, that's where. All right. Cool. So then, um, oh, the neckline. So Clay wanted to know a little bit more about the neckline. So basically, here, dude. So like when something goes parabolic, right? So do you guys know what the ABCD pattern is? Yeah. No, ABCD pattern. So the way that ABCD works is, and I know a lot of other rooms like they live and die by this. So the first phase for A is accumulation, then it's breakout, and then it's like the actual ride up, and then or so accumulation, breakout, um, uh, distribution at the top, and then deceleration, or where it goes down, back down the other end. So A B C D. So A B C sideways, and then D back down, and the market should keep on doing that over and over again, right? So so basically, what happens here is whenever you get like a parabolic move like this move on Zoom, like because of the earnings, right? So all this is what we call distribution here on Tuesday or Monday. This day is, I believe, so. It was on the first. I think that was on Tuesday. So all this is distribution here, and where you see where it popped up, and it couldn't continue to go, like to keep on going. This is all profit taking from the earnings, where everyone held through profit and held through earnings the prior day, and even from weeks prior, right? So if we zoom all the way out here, that's what it looks like. So for people that have been holding here for a very long time, right? They've been trying to hold up here towards this 400, and then once we got that earnings break on that parabolic move, then what happens then is we get this kind of sideways action where everyone is taking profit and there's not really too much buying or selling. It's just it's that supply that's getting unloaded here in this area, right? So then what happens is usually you get where you build that support up, right? So you can see where there's a support here in this area, and it even validated it as resistance here. And so when it does that, you'll get what you call like this neckline. You can see right here, this is what I was basing off this little like up and then flag area right here. You see how there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles right here where it actually formed a little bit of a support, right? And so also right there was the 400, right? So the 400 with the round psychological number of 400. So if we break that level right here, there's nothing else in that area that's showing us support, right? So there's nothing here in this area showing us support. So this could range. You could let Zoom range, all the way up to 500 if you want. Come back down here all the way up to 500. And just keep on going sideways, and distributing that supply here, right, off of what everyone had bought in the past, and everyone making their money and taking profit. But once you break this area, right, once you break this area, there's no going back. There's no more room for a thesis in order for you to stay bullish. That you get that continuation to the upside, because that is your line of demarcation that we can't come back from. That's your huge psychological level where everyone is basing their trades off either bullish or bearish. So everyone was sitting here, and if you guys remember when, and I actually talked about this, I need to record when I'm live trading a little bit more. I was calling that out where you could see where everyone was trying to hammer this below this 400, but they were trying to hold that level. So if you look at right here, oops, oh, the other way. So right here, right? So this is our area that we're looking at, and we could see all that selling here in this area where it wanted to break, right? So it wanted to break, and then the bulls stepped in, pushed it back up. Bulls stepped in. The bulls lost this battle right here, and then it dipped down, and they tried to push it back above 400. You see this little bounce where it got in, and this is where I actually bought more, if you remember. And then we just wound up breaking that level right here. This 395 was that. That's it. The bulls didn't want any more of it, and then it just went down. So that's that line that everyone is looking at. This is my line in the sand. If you cross that, then I gotta get out. You gotta, because then we don't have no more support to be able to help you out. We don't have any more demand. If we come down here, there's no one down here in these areas to help you out anymore. There's of course right here. There's people right here at that 400. If it dips down, there's people waiting for you to buy the dip at 400. But there's no one down here. There's no support down here for you to help, for them to help you out here. So once it breaks this, we're gonna get that retracement, and then even like this, where it's showing right here, this 380. So Zoom could actually come up to this 380-ish area right here, and then continue further down if it wants to this week. But that 350 is gonna act as support now in this area. Does that make sense as how the neckline works? It's just your line of demarcation from the distribution levels when you get a parabolic move like this, that there's too much overhead supply then at that level from people pushing it down that it can't recover. There's not enough demand for it to recover to push it back up. Do I share my indicators? Yes, if you become an annual member, you do get my indicators as a member. And we're constantly developing new ones too. We release new ones too. We release new ones to our members and stuff too. And there's also members that are learning how to code and stuff too. They make stuff for themselves and help each other out and stuff. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, so then that's the other part, right? So that's the other part. It's almost like an inverse short squeeze, the way that you look at it. So a short squeeze usually, that's where shorts get helpless and start, covering their positions to go up. So this is almost the inverse of it. Like everyone that was a bull on this way up, then once it breaks that level, they start scrambling to cover their positions and selling their positions because they're not going to hold through that. So then that even fuels the move even bigger once those bulls start selling off their positions that they held all the way up. So if they were trailing something or what have you, then that helps fuel it too, as those bulls that are selling, panic selling their positions whenever it goes past that line of demarcation, and it fuels your selling to the downside as well. Yeah, I mean, God willing, we'll be here, bro. So, we just got a new member yesterday or today. She said she was in 20 other rooms, no joke. Man, some of you, honestly, guys, if I'm being 100% transparent, I'm really biased. I think, my system, is really good. I mean, I developed it, and I wouldn't be teaching it and, things if it didn't work. But it's not the only way, guys. I'm not going to sit here and blow smoke at you that it's the best 100% system, and it's the only way to make money in the market. it's not. There's other people that are successful with other strategies and other things in the market. If you can learn something from me and implement it into your trading and take little nuggets that I have and implement it to your trading, and then take something from someone else and implement it, then that's what you want as a trader, for you to be able to take those things from of value from each place, right? But my way is not the only way, guys, and I don't know anyone else as a mentor or guru that wouldn't say that. Um, there's that other places you can find profitability from or what have you. Oh yeah, that's right. Josh joined my room. So I actually had to rip some dude for talking crap about. I posted on Twitter, but Josh said he joined the room at all time lows. I guess pretty much on your account, right, Josh? And then he passed being in green, so he brought his account in green, and now he's saying all time highs. And I think Friday, right? So like I think you made your September goal 2 or 3 days into September. So we have like a channel in our room where we write our weekly goals and everything that we want to do, and hold ourselves accountable to them and everything. And so for the beginning of the month, a lot of people put a monthly goal in there, and Josh's was to be all time highs, and he put his numbers, and he did that the third day of the month. So the third day of his month, he met his goal for September. So yeah, dude. I honestly, me personally, I'm here as much as you need me. Um, I'm the guys in my room. I'm there. Last night we had a good discussion on what kind of content they want me to make and what would help out the most. And I work based off of what they need and what they want to see and stuff. And I take that feedback into account. And that was like at 9 o'clock at night last night. So you send me a DM, dude. I will get back to you as soon as I could. It may not be instantaneous, but I will get back to you and I will work with you. But if you're saying I'm losing over and over again, but you're not putting effort to contact me or send charts, or you're not showing up to the STOCKcast, or you're not showing up to member only study session on Saturdays, things like that, then I'm only going to care as much as you care. So if you don't care about that, you're losing money, I don't care either. But if you care and you want to put in the work for it, then yeah, I'm going to be here and I'll help you out as much as I could. So yeah, and then I record the study sessions and stuff like that. So I'm trying to make a content area on the website, everything better too. So you got 30 calls on work for earnings, like for the run up to earnings, you're gonna hold over earnings. This is pretty good, dude, and put a nice base in here. But I mean, they kind of had a rough week. It looks like. Yeah, they had a really rough week. But yeah, absolutely. This 2786 is definitely going to be your support, and now it's already curling up off of this 29. So yeah, absolutely. Tesla for long. So we talked about this in the beginning a little bit, dude. I Me talking about Tesla right now, I'm gonna have a bias because I already have a position. So I have one contract that I took on just as a lotto, September 17th calls, I believe, 350s, um, or 450s, I believe, and so speaking for me from a bias, I think we're gonna bounce, dude. I think here in this area, this 394 ish area, we're gonna compress and see if we could continue going further up. So we will see. I think that whole S&P news, I think it's a huge overreaction, to be honest. Like anyone that actually believed that Tesla was gonna get placed into the S&P, and this is speaking from hindsight. Obviously, hindsight's 2020, but the whole. I mean, if you're looking at getting a ticker like Tesla in the S&P, they're not gonna take it. Everyone's like, Oh, Etsy got in over Tesla. What the hell? Well, yeah, Etsy's a lot more reliable and sustainable than Tesla is right now. I wouldn't want Tesla in the fucking S&P. If you had an ETF, dude, would you pick Tesla to be in your fucking ETF, bro? If you want long-term consistent gains, I don't think you would, bro. If you're being 100% honest with yourself. So, and it makes sense. I think it was a big overreaction, and we'll see. The SSR is on for tomorrow, so if we get a short squeeze tomorrow, that would be absolutely awesome on Tesla. What helped me to be consistent? Notice sometimes. So the biggest thing that helped me to be consistent was to get out of my own way. And I can't say that loud enough or like strongly enough. A lot of the reasons that you guys that are not consistent is because you're in your own way. You guys overstaying trades, over trading, bag holding trades, these things that are just you fighting yourself. And I get it because I've done it before. And the thing is that a lot of you guys don't journal. So, when someone wants help, I'll say, hey, show me your trader sync or show me your journal. And, no one shows me their journal. You can't play like that, dude. You cannot play like that. And we talked about this a little bit on my members only Saturday session, where I've never seen a pro athlete that is serious about their craft that doesn't go back and review game film or fight film or anything like that, and doesn't go back and study and look at their numbers, right? And so if you don't know what's wrong with your trading, you can't fix it. And that's what the journaling does for you, like TraderSync. TraderSync, you just upload the CSV file, and everything is there perfectly, pretty laid out for you, dude. Like very nicely laid out for you, very blatantly, laid out for you. And if you don't have the numbers to go off of, because you could think that you're a certain way, you could think that you're a certain type of trader, but unless you have the numbers to back it up, it doesn't mean anything. So people will say, oh, I'm a scalper, or I'm a long-term trader, or, this and that, maybe I'm a bear or I'm a bull or whatever, but that they don't have the numbers to back it up. It's just because they think it sounds cool or, what they want to do or whatever. But if they were actually to play to their strengths of what the numbers were, they would probably realize they're a way different trader than what they actually think they are. And one of the things for me is that I would love to be a longer term, bigger time frame trader, to use like an hourly chart or even like swing trades and stuff like that. I would love to be a trader like that, where I don't have to sit here and babysit positions and stuff, but it's just not me. My best trades come within the about 5 to 15 minute range. If I'm in that 5 to 15 minute range, I stay profitable in my trades, and that's it. And then I have my range that I'm profitable in. And so basically I'm an option scalper, and I don't like it. I hate saying that I'm a scalper. Like I think it makes you sound like you're a piker more than anything. But the way that I stay most consistent is by nailing and belling and that criteria. And I may not have these huge P&Ls like other mentors do, but I'm very consistent when I play the way that I'm supposed to play, and I could put those numbers up consistently every day. So what I'm saying is that the biggest thing is to get out of your own way in a way that it helps you. Oh, damn, it's dark as shit in here now. I need to, Alexa, turn on the light. Hurry up and get here. So in conclusion of me saying that is, like I said, you need to get out of your own way. A lot of you guys know what the problem is in your trading. A lot of you guys know what it is, but you won't give yourself the time to actually be consistent or start developing against that, right? So I've talked about with like some of my members as well, like you got to build a positive catalyst whenever you do something correct. So your brain reacts better to positive stimuli than it does to negative stimuli. So like whenever you get an endorphins rush, so like sex, food, things like that, things that are very animalistic or really how would you say, like primal for humans, those are the very basic things that that we need as humans, right? That drive those endorphins and serotonin and dopamine to our brain to say, I want more of that, right? So in trading, the same thing as well. If you set a goal, say your goal is to be consistently green for, start off with 2 days in a row, 2 days in a row, and then, work up to a full green week, right? So if you do some type of positive stimuli for yourself, whatever it is, when you accomplish that, your brain is going to want to stop out of trades, not bag hold trades, not do these negative things, because your brain knows if you do that, then you're going to get that reward, that positive stimuli, in order for you to do it. And it's going to reinforce that over and over again. If you actually stop out and hold that discipline, then you're going to get that dopamine rush, which is a good thing for you. Instead of it being reprimanded and saying, I suck, and, I hate this, and just being overly obscene with yourself, that's not going to help you at all. Your brain isn't going to react to that in a way. And it's the same thing where it's like, I've talked about this before, where if you do something like positive for yourself, where you think over and over again, like candy, like candy and sugar is a good one. You'll do that over and over again, right? To get that dopamine rush, where you'll do that. But how many times do you actually? So the way I explain it is that, like, when you're a kid, whenever your parents tell you, if you don't do this, right? If you don't do this, or if you you act a certain way, I'll give you a candy, or I'll give you this, or whatever. You're more likely not to do it, right? But if your parents ever actually smacked your ass, and if your parents ever actually smacked your ass and all that, then you would probably get in trouble for the same thing again, because even touching something hot, you gotta touch something like 2-3 times to make sure it's fucking hot, right? But if you were to say, like, okay, like, if I don't do this, right, that's hot, and I'm gonna, if I don't touch it, I'm gonna give myself something positive, then you're not gonna do it. Let me turn on the light real quick, all right, guys? All right, that's a lot better. All right, so that was my rant on that. Yeah, see, Ronnie says he found out he's better day trading than swinging. Absolutely, dude. Like, the Tesla trade I just took over the weekend. Usually I don't do it, but I did it as like a lotto type thing, where it was one contract. It was money that I could lose, and I wasn't doing anything too crazy. You could trash every indicator and run volume profile and win. Absolutely, dude. Well, I know a trader that does that actually. His main thing is volume profile, and he is a very very underrated trader. How do you learn not to trade against algos? You trade with the algos, dude. I don't my pockets aren't deep enough to fight these guys. And once you learn that too, that you don't influence the market in any type of way, it doesn't matter, dude. It doesn't fucking matter. Even if you're playing small caps or penny stocks, right? It doesn't fucking matter. Like, we don't have enough money to influence the market like that. Um, so it doesn't fucking matter, bro. These institutions and big whales and things like that that are playing in the market, bro. We're not even speed bumps to them, bro. No one gives a shit about our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 thousand dollar days, bro. No one even misses that money out of the market. So yeah. But that's a good question. I like the psychology questions, guys. If you're asking psychology questions instead of where should I buy and sell and things like that, then you're on your right way, bro. You're on your right way. And for you guys that aren't members, I recommend for my members that to read the book Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willenick and Leaf Babin. Very awesome book about accountability and things like that. So you get it, like You get it in a PDF for free online if you really want to just download it. Uh, you could get it like on Audible. Like they'll give you like a free month and just listen to it on Audible if you want while you're in the car for free. I actually got a hard copy, which it was nice at like Barnes and Noble, and it was like $15 or something like that. So that's the whole reason we have Flow Algo, though, Simpson, is that we want to trade with the big money, not against them. We want to make sure that we're on the right side of the trade, and that's why that confirmation from Flow Algo when we're in a trade. There's no better sounding thing, dude, when you're in a trade and you start hearing a bunch of flow going in the favorable direction that you want it to. Oh, bro, there's not a better sound when that happens. It does have something like that, bro. It does have something like that, James. I don't know. I don't know if you're listening on the Stockcast on Amazon or on YouTube or not, but it does have something like that. I could show it to you real quick. Mm, there it is. So they're still saying that it's in beta right now, but you could come in and do. We'll do like Tesla, right? So these are the price levels for Tesla right here. So this is where they bought. Um, the prices that what they're buying the contracts at. So 446.35, and then a percent of average volume 1%, 8% at 379, and so on and so forth. So you could see all the way down to 194. This one isn't as nice as the one from Black Box. The one from Black Box is a lot nicer. So like this just shows the volume that was bought at that price, right? So for that's sitting there, and then there's the strength of it as well. So um, it's not as nice as the one from Black Box. Cool, guys. I promised I wouldn't keep you too long here today, but we pretty much had a normal, actually a little bit longer than normal here. Is there anything you guys else need or want me to go over here before we wrap up? Uh, they're both nice, dude. The only thing is Black Box doesn't have the AI where it calls out the trades, like the voice, and I like being able to hear the voice, so I don't have to stare at the screen for the alerts. So that's the biggest thing for me, dude. The it is programmed a little bit differently, so sometimes Black Box gets things that Flowago does and doesn't, and vice versa. Um, so, oh, it's Denise. Hey, Denise. Yeah, guys, I'm here every week. So, yeah, you guys, I hope you guys have a great trading week. Like I said, for you guys that weren't here at the beginning of the show, make sure if you are trading options, guys, that you guys are minding that data and those spreads for this week are going to be a little bit nasty for the liquidity. So mind your liquidity and your theta in your trades with the short week this week, guys. It could get a little nasty. So make sure that you're being a sniper with your entries and you're getting those when you need to, and you're following that walk into profit quickly rule, right? So if your trade isn't walking into profit quickly, just cut it and you could re-enter again whenever it sets up a little bit better. I got a back ratio on WKHS. Yeah, WKHS. Yeah, dude. James called that out, bro. So I want to see how it goes out. Cool, guys. You guys have a great rest of your evening. We'll see you guys on Friday for TJIF Friday stream. Come trade with us live if you want to. Hopefully we'll have some nice runners at that time, and I could put on a show for you guys. So, um, anything else before I go, guys? Go. All right. See you guys. You guys have a great week. We'll see you Friday. All right.